Hey neighbors, it's Brad at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Sherpa 2.0 from Kuat on a 2016 GMC Acadia. Now this is a two-bike platform style rack, which is awesome. As a bike rider myself, this really gives you the best stability. You can have a multitude of different types of bikes, and you really get a secure fit. So looking at this on our bike, you'll see that this wheel mount here really straps down. It ratchets up and down so you can get the perfect fit, goes out of the way. But with this wheel mount, it keeps the pressure on the tire, which can absorb a lot of that instead of using a frame. So this allows you to use a carbon fiber bike on this, odd shaped frames, doesn't matter because it's contouring to the tire. Now something else that's nice is the strap in the back here, which is awesome for quick release, so you can get out on the trail and ride quickly. So with this wheel mount and the ability to ratchet this up and move it out of the way, it's really nice because a lot of racks, you have something in the middle here, you got to lift your bike over it. Not the case with this. So with that off, you can simply release your wheel strap. We'll just put this out of the way by kind of folding it back, and bike can come out of the way, no problem. So looking a little bit closer now that the bike is off, you'll see that you have the fold up for the front tire, which is really nice. This will keep really a nice tight distance away from your bumper without hitting it, which is really nice to have. Same with the back here. Something you'll notice, this pivots, which allows for different wheelbases. So many other racks, you have to slide it. This one's kind of nice. It's right there and it'll custom fit to what you need. Now, same thing with the front. It's alternated from the other orientation, which is also nice to keep your drivetrains from hitting each other. With two bikes on a frame, on a rack, sometimes you have to worry about contact with each other. That's not the case with this. It keeps it very planted to where there is no sway. You don't have to have frame-to-frame contact, no damage, and securely hold it while driving. The handle here, raise up for a tilting up feature. Now, that compact space really plays a nice part here because the distance between your bumper is not that big, but also there's not a whole lot standing out there. So this keeps it pushed in, not sticking out. Along with that, when you have your bikes attached, you have the ability to tilt down. So some bike racks, you have to pull your bike off in order to access your hatch. Not the case with this. With your bikes attached, tilted forward, you still have full access to your hatch. So a lot of times I keep my helmet, my riding gear, my water, snacks, whatever it may be in here, and I can leave my bike here while I get ready, close this down, have all my items, and then get my bike off. So a feature that, something to consider if you have something with a hatch or a trunk that raises out, is that clearance. So putting it back to this form, another nice feature that it has is the adjustment of anti-rattle without any tools. So normally you're able to adjust this with a hand tool to push the shank to tighten up to give you anti-rattle. So you can see this is firm. It is not shaking as I move the entire car. So if you want to take this off, it's as simple as a turn of a dial to loosen that up. And you can take your hitch pin out here, which is locking. That comes with the rack itself, which is a really, really nice feature, something that you don't have to buy additionally. So with the rack in the tilted up position, on the Acadia, it gives us 3.5 inches of clearance from the bumper. So with all the movement in the world, it will not make contact with your bumper, which is really nice. Now going from the bumper out to the furthest point, which is that turn knob, it's right at about 14 inches, which is a pretty compact space compared to a lot of racks that will stick out. So that's nice when you're backing up, say you have a tight spot in your garage, whatever it may be. But when it comes to storage and parking, sometimes less is more. Now something else we'll measure is your clearance from the bottom, which puts us right at 17 inches. So if you're on those off-road trails or going a little incline or decline on the way to the trail, that's something to consider as well. With the rack down, you don't want your bikes dragging, or if you're just driving around. So 17 inches is a good height, shouldn't have any issues. This rack, aesthetically pleasing out the gate. You can see the difference between this and your standard bike racks just because they put a lot into the form of it and the function. So really, you get the best of all worlds. And also just the style of rack that it is itself, a tilting platform wheel mount. This really checks all your boxes. So for those people that are avid riders that plan on riding for a long time, and maybe you only have 2 in your household, this might be the rack for you. It has all the nice features, and really, for ease of use, it really comes into play. Now, again, I talked about the look itself, but to have this orange and gray is really sharp with the anodizing. And if you want something that looks good on your vehicle, just as much as it performs, there's also white, which you can match this Acadia, or there's also a black version as well. So there you have it. That's our look at the Kuat Sherpa 2.0 on a 2016 GMC Acadia. Thanks for watching.
This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then on to our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or any even pavement. And last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.